But all over the world, there's sounds that are coming out. Now, there's three ways these sounds are coming. One is a sound like a trumpet. I like that. One is that you hear is also sounds that are resonating, echoing. They don't quite understand them. It's like scraping. Quote, sometimes they appear to come from the underground. Now the trumpets appear to come from the upper. I come to the conclusion that there's three sounds. Number one, trumpets from heaven. I believe God's warning the world. When you listen here, you will hear like Bob playing the shofar. Second kind of sound you will hear is like the earth groaning. Scientists are saying we don't understand this, but one thing we do, we think it might be the earth is just electromagnetic. In Canada, in Wisconsin, there's rumbling, Dr. Holman told me. And they got all these sounds and rumbling, but it doesn't appear in any of the instruments. The seismographical instruments, it doesn't register. So nobody knows what it is. The third thing, you better get ready for this third one. This is my own opinion. The Bible tells us in the end days that the devil will come down with great anger. But it also says in Revelations 9, it talks about that God was going to, there's many demons that have been in prison. And they're going to be revealed. They're going to come out in the end days. Now this is purely me. But I think when you hear some of these sounds, it sounds like God's starting to get that, whatever is keeping, moving that stone away from those demons coming out. Now, Crescita had a vision years ago. And she asked me, Pastor, what do you think? And to me, I know this is going to happen. And Crescita doesn't know that many have had the same vision. I've been waiting to talk to her about it, but now I'll do it here. Many have had the same vision. Let me read what I love it when the church has revelation. Here is one of our own. She said, I was sitting in our living room in Ohio. That must have been 10 years ago, or it's 6 years ago. Watching TV with Felix. When suddenly my thoughts went to God and the TV faded away. Instead, I saw in front of me a view of the surface of the earth. I was standing a little distance away and watching. I saw the surface of the earth and sky above. I saw a huge round lid over a very large area. Then a large hand of a man reached down and started unscrewing the lid, and it came open. I cannot begin to tell you how many zillions and zillions of tiny little demons started running out and scattering all over the earth in every direction. It was as though the door to the abyss had been opened. It was as clear as a movie screen in front of me. Then, just as quickly as it appeared, it was gone. And she didn't dare tell her pastor at that time. I thank God she tells me, because I believe it. A few days later, went by, and almost the same identical thing happened. This time, though, the whole front wall in front of me disappeared. I looked up to the heaven, and the sky started to open. A very large oval opening. As I watched, these giant beings started filing out one after at a very fast pace. I looked at their faces, and it was, remember, this is heaven now. It was odd because their countenance was fierce-looking, and yet they were soft and gentle at the same time. Then they were also scattered all over the planet. They were armed with weapons and armor. I really went and spent much time seeking God for an answer to these two visions. Then one day, he gently spoke to me in my spirit. He said, I have let the end-time demons loose, and they will vomit filth from hell upon the upcoming days ahead. But do not fear, because I've also sent out warring angels to do battles against them.